Iran has sent a message of warning in a letter presented at the United Nations Security Council meeting on Monday that they are aware that the United States of America, U.S. has tacitly given approval to what Iran described as unlawful military aggression against him by Israel, saying, such retaliatory attacks will endanger global peace and the U.S. should be held responsible for it. While Iran mission to the United Nations, UN was presenting Iran's case before the global body. The White House on Monday said the United States is investigating an unauthorized release of classified documents that assess Israel's plans to attack Iran. Retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton says the leak puts Israel's mission and the troops in harm's way, but he's confident the person responsible will be found. According to the White House, the U.S. President, Joe Biden is deeply concerned by the leak of classified documents detailing Israel's preparations for its avowed retaliatory strike on Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said the Biden administration is yet to determine whether the documents entered the public domain via a leak or a hack, but said the Pentagon is conducting an investigation into the matter that the president is actively monitoring. "We'll let the investigation pursue its logical course there," he told reporters during a virtual briefing. The president, there seems to be more trouble for Nigeria popular cross-dresser Idris Okuneye aka Bobrisky as the federal government, FG investigative panel set up by the Ministry of Interior says there were backdated documents of his transfer from one correctional center to another and there was concern for possible act of corruption among prison officials following the kind of preferential or special treatments given to the cross-dresser. This appeared to be against the widely circulated media reports on Monday by some media houses which apparently to have wrongly or underreported the findings of the FG panel. The federal government investigative panel did not dismiss the allegation that Bobrisky served his jail term outside the prison wall. The panel only said there was no evidence to back the claim, as it is yet to complete the investigation which it promised to embark on its second phase next year. But a careful study of the panel preliminary findings suggests Bobrisky apparently served his jail term outside the prison wall because, according to the FG panel, prison officials were found wanting of falsifying and backdating documents of Bobrisky transfer from one correctional center to another. The Ministry of Interior in a press release on Monday clarifies the findings of the investigative panel with the Minister of Interior assuring the public to make officials involved to face disciplinary action. Nigeria Immigration Service NIS had stated in a press release on Monday that its men arrested Bobrisky while trying. Elon Musk, South Africa-born Forbes certified world richest man, who is a citizen of United States, U.S. by registration, is no doubt one of the major centers of discussion in the forthcoming USA presidential election, which during the weekend, he reiterated his pledge of daily giveaway of $1 million to randomly selected voters who signed a petition to support the constitution launched by his pro-Donald Trump America Political Action Committee, PAC. The 53-year-old native of Pretoria in South Africa who relocated to Canada in the North America continent in 1988 before becoming USA citizen in 2002, said and reiterated on Monday in a tweet on his X social media platform that the forthcoming presidential election in the US is the most important election in our lifetime. During the weekend at Pennsylvania, Elon Musk, who obtained both Bachelor of Arts and Science degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, said he hates politics. He's not a politician, he's a technologist, but he's sorry that he needed to take a stand in this year 2024 US presidential election. He stated, and in quote, "We have an issue of apathy. Some people think their vote doesn't count and for whatever reason they have not registered to vote. It's important to get out there and explain the importance of this election and how 2 persons have been rescued alive after a 7-story building collapsed on Sunday morning at the Kahawa area in Nairobi, the Kenya state capital. Kenya Red Cross Society confirmed that 2 persons were rescued from the collapsed building site on Sunday, while the Nairobi County City Governor, Sakaja Johnson, stated in a statement that only 1 person sustained injury from the fallen debris. A resident on Monday told local media that one of the trapped victims made phone call, sending a distress message for help under the rubble. Kenya Red Cross Society on Sunday said, following the building collapse in Kahawa West, Nairobi County earlier today, 2 people have been rescued and taken to Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital. A multi-agency response team continues the search and rescue efforts. The 7-story building was gathered to be housing businesses and residential units and was already marked for demolition by Nairobi government agency before he collapsed on Sunday, with people around the site capturing the moment the building went down. The building was barricaded with a warning and caution red tape veto sign as seen in the videos posted online by residents while the building was going down. Earlier on Sunday, reports indicated that several people were trapped under the rubble after the 7-story building collapsed. In an enforcement notice seen and report, President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky on Friday says that the country is currently developing its plan against Vladimir Putin-led Russia, who since February 24, 2022 has declared war in Ukraine. Volodymyr Zelensky stated this in a video broadcast he issued on Friday, saying, "The goal is to ensure that the war is ended in a way that guarantees the safety and peace for the whole of the Ukraine." He said, "We are working on the results of our recent negotiations, meetings in Europe and discussions with our partners. I had a conversation with President Biden, and we are preparing for meetings in Ukraine with the American team, including political and military representatives. We are developing our victory plan in discussions with our partners. Additionally, preparations for the second peace summit, good faith diplomacy, are underway. Our goal is to end the war in a way that guarantees safety and peace for all Ukrainians and for Ukraine as a whole. I am grateful to every leader and every country that has understood our security arguments and is ready to help steer the current situation toward peace." At a state event to honor soldiers on the front line, Zelensky said, "Today, we continue the state initiative that was launched last year and has already become a tradition. This is the least Ukraine can do." Nigeria Police Force on Friday says it acted based on court order to arrest and detain a minor, Deborah Foncho, at Dutse Alhaji quarters in Kubwa area in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, as the mother of the said minor was seen in a video wailing and crying profusely at the police station. The mother could be heard in the video saying that they are killing the girl child by keeping her inside the police cell with tears on her face, asking the police what did she do to deserve the life-threatening treatments. A caption on the video by an ex-user indicated that the mother of the detained minor started wailing and crying while rolling on the floor of the police station around 1 p.m. on Friday when she was informed that no police officer was available to process the bail application of the minor. The Federal Capital Territory, FCT Police Command, in a press release issued on Friday, said it is false and misleading news that it acted unlawfully to have arrested and kept in its custody a minor. Adding, a senior magistrate court in the Capital Territory issued the warrant of arrest after the court officials were assaulted while carrying out their duties to serve court. The FCT Police Command has become aware of misleading rumors circulating on social media about the alleged arrest and unlawful detention of a minor by officers from the Kubwa Police Division. We would like to clarify that on the 16th of October 2024, Inspector General of Police, Nigeria Police Force, Kayode Egbetokun has warned police personnel against the use of high-handedness on Nigerian citizens and put a stop to the extortion of the people forthwith, adding, "Severe punishment await police officers using his name to extort money from members of the public." The IGP gave the order recently while addressing some top senior police officers in Abuja, according to the force public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, who stated this in a news release on Friday. The statement indicated that the IGP frowned at the rate of cases of extortion of members of the public by some police operatives. IGP in the statement reassured Nigerians of his leadership's zero tolerance for corrupt practices amongst officers and men of the police force. The statement reads in quote, The Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, has expressed concerns and condemnation on the alleged cases of extortion and high-handedness perpetrated by certain recalcitrant members of the Nigeria Police Force. The IGP made this known while addressing Assistant Inspectors General of Police, Commissioners of Police, and heads of various formations at the Peace Conference with senior police officers held at the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan International Peacekeeping Hall, Force Headquarters, Abuja recently. The IGP, Hamas has confirmed the killing of its leader, Yahya Sinwar, by Israel Defense Forces in Rafah on Thursday. Benjamin Netanyahu had in a video broadcast said that the Hamas leader was killed by the brave soldiers of Israel. A video released by Israel military of Yahya Sinwar's final moments before he was shot dead while sitting on a chair in a destroyed building showed that the Hamas leader sustained injury with one hand almost completely severed, and the video showed he was trying to use a stick on his hand to hit the aerial drone surveillance camera on sighting the object before he was shot on the same hand. Hamas, in a statement on Friday, said, Sinwar never retreated and never tasted rest right from the day he was released from Israel prison after spending more than 20 years imprisonment. The statement reads in quote, Al-Qassam Brigades announces to the heavens the martyrdom of the great leader Yahya Sinwar, Abu Ibrahim, the leader of the Islamic resistance movement Hamas, who ascended, facing and not retreating, in the most honorable battles in defense of the blessed Al-Aqsa Mosque and our people and their legitimate rights. It is a source of pride for our movement to present leaders before soldiers, and for its leaders to lead the caravan of martyrs of our people who gave their lives and blood for the sake of Allah and on the path to liberating Palestine, and for its leader to be martyred among his struggling brothers. A man of the Nigeria Police Force has arrested a 26-year-old boy who allegedly set his mother ablaze at Muazu village in Sule Tankaka local government area of Jigawa State. The Jigawa State Police Command, in a news release, said, the Commissioner of Police has directed the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, to investigate the crime he described as unfortunate incident. On the 8th of October 2024 at about 1600 hours, the command was notified of a sad and regrettable incident that occurred in Muazu village, Dangwanki ward, Sule Tankaka local government area. That one Laura Masiod, male, age 26 years of Muazu village, Sule Tankaka local government area, went to his family house with a petrol canister and suddenly poured it on his grandmother, Zuwaira Muhammad, female, age 60 years of the same address, and set her ablaze. The elderly woman eventually passed away while being admitted as a result of the conflagration. The medical doctor on call certified her death and the corpse was released to relatives for burial according to Islamic rites. A team of police detectives from Sule Tankaka Division quickly arrested the suspect and detained him in the cell. He was later ferried to the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, Jigawa State Command of the Nigeria Police Force, NPF. In a news statement few minutes ago says the death toll has increased to 170 in the Tuesday night tanker explosion in Tora local government area of the state, adding 70 other victims are still receiving treatment at various hospitals in the state. The death toll rose to 170, at the federal medical centers in Azare, Nguru, and Banin Kudu. 70 people were receiving intensive care. Other hospitals where injured people are being treated include Hadejia General Hospital, Rashid Shekoni Teaching Hospital, Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, and Dala Orthopedic, the public relations unit of the police command stated. The command had reported that a tragic and devastating incident occurred on October 15, 2024, at about 22:30 hours, involving a petrol tanker with registration number KMC 6412F, driven by one Yusuf Mod, male, age 32 years of Hotoro Quarters, Kano State. The tanker was traveling from Kano to Nguru, Yobe State, when the driver lost control near Khadija University in Maja Town, Tora local government area, causing it to overturn and spill fuel. The petrol local media in the Calais city in France have reported that a tribute service will be held in honor of a baby that died on Thursday night in an overloaded migrant boat which reportedly started sinking off the coast of Wissant in northern France with 65 persons rescued alive. According to Calais local newspapers, on the night of October 17 to 18, a new tragedy took place off the coast of Wissant. An infant lost his life when a boat sank, trying to cross the channel to join England. The Maritime Prefecture of the Channel and the North Sea announced that 65 people were rescued safe and sound, but an infant found unconscious in the water could not be revived. The year 2024, a dark record of mortality in the English Channel. 2024 is the deadliest year since the beginning of fortune boat crossings. At least 52 people lost their lives trying to cross the maritime border. Among those victims, many children. On September 3, 6 of the 12 people who died in the worst shipwreck of the year were minors. On October 5, a 2-year-old boy was crushed to death in a boat carrying more than 80 people. Figures provided by British authorities show a significant rise. Vessels arriving into England since January 1 have an average of 53 passengers, up from 13 in 2020. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the ongoing war in Gaza can end tomorrow if Hamas fighters lay down their arms and return the 101 hostages of Israeli residents from 23 countries, adding, "The death of Yahya Sinwar, Hamas leader in Rafah, is the beginning to ending the war in Gaza." Benjamin Netanyahu disclosed this in a video broadcast on Thursday while confirming the killing of Yahya Sinwar in Rafah by Israeli troops. Yahya Sinwar, according to the Prime Minister, is the one that masterminded the October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, that led to the killing of 1,200 people and 251 taken hostage. Office of the Israeli Prime Minister in a statement on Thursday stated that the USA President Joe Biden has called Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the evening of Thursday from Air Force One and congratulated him on the elimination of Yahya Sinwar. According to the statement, the USA President commended the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, for its excellent operation. Both leaders agreed that there is an opportunity to advance the release of the hostages and that they would work together to achieve this objective. The statement reads in part, Benjamin Netanyahu in the video broadcast said, and in quote, that Yahya Sinwar is dead. He was killed in Rafah by the brave soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.